Here's Newsweek. You ready? This is from AP. When he says, why don't you go target other audiences, other communities? From AP in Newsweek, Rob, if you can pull up this article, you know which one I'm talking about. We read about this yesterday. AP citing the U.S. Attorney's Office for Minnesota reported that Somali Americans made up 89% of those that had been charged in connection with the case of December 19. Trump has repeatedly criticized the state's large Somali community in recent weeks, meaning all the fraud that's happening, 89% of it was tied to that community. The new allegations follows a series of fraud cases involving government programs in the state. The firestorm over alleged mass fraud began earlier this year and intensified in December after the state acting U.S. attorney said $9 billion or more in federal funds allocated to 14 state-run programs since 2018 have been stolen. Again, 89% was tied to Somalis. We don't care what nationality you are. We just want to know who's doing it. If you come to America, you assimilate, you make the place a better place, let's turn you into a flippin' hero. But if you come and you steal from taxpayers and you have the data that came up, Rob, which is so frustrating, that says 10 years after, you know which one I'm talking about, the chart I sent it to yesterday, folks who lived in America, Minnesota, for 10 years plus, what percentage of them were still taking welfare or social programs that we have? 78% were 10 years after living in America. In Minneapolis. What do you mean 78%? 78%. These are numbers and stats that are out there. Rob, if you don't have it, I'll send it to you so the audience can see this. And by the way, while I'm looking for this, can you do me a favor while I'm looking for this, Rob? Can you play the clip of that one guy saying, yes, you white man, yes, you white girl, you go work while I'm paying for this. Yes, you know which one I'm talking about. I sent that to you yesterday. And
the entitlement's insane from these people.
The level of boldness. What is the energy while you're talking to this guy in that video? What happened afterwards? Did he leave? Did cops come? Did security come? What happened afterwards?
A whole mob of Somalis came. Like they stopped the street and they just started honking. People? Probably at least 10.
And
or
were
so.
Did they at all at any point try to hit you, swing at you, or no?
That guy kept coming after me, and security had to keep getting in front of him.
Your security or his security?
My security.
So you had to hire security for the second time around you went to Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I had to get massive security for this video. I had 4 people with me because of how crazy these people got. I mean, literally, they pushed me. That guy pushed me off the street. He came after me, and you see, they try to call you Islamophobe, racist. I'm like, well, answer the question. Where is Safari Transportation? Is it right here? Because the address says it's right here from the state of Minnesota, but it's a wiring company. It's for money, and he wouldn't answer the question. They can't. They know fraud's happening. Like that guy, dang well knows that fraud's happening inside his place. He said, "Are we the only community that commits fraud? Are you only coming after us because we commit fraud?" And
yeah, it's pretty wild. This is the clip of a guy, and we verified on X to see if it's real or not. This is a Somali guy. Look what he's... Folks, if you're wondering, like, hey, be fair with this community, be fair with that community, and all this other stuff, it's very simple. Find out for yourself on what they're saying. Watch the energy of this guy. What does this decrease your blood pressure, or does it increase your blood pressure? Go ahead, Rob.
You work all day, you don't got Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah, go to work for me, you white animals. Work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work.
By the way, I showed this to Jake. I said, is this 3D? He starts laughing. I said, is this AI? He says, Pat, that doesn't look like... Every second he's watching it, he started going like, maybe it is AI because this doesn't sound right for somebody to talk like that. Then I had Humberto and Rob look into it. Then we went to Grok because, it verifies the videos. That's an actual video. There's another video, Rob, of a guy that's at Home Depot. And a Home Depot employee is getting upset at these guys, and he says, do you have our kind of cash here? Let me throw some cash your way. Let me throw some cash your way. Did you see that clip? I texted to you earlier. You should have it. I just sent it to you again. If you check your your text, you'll have it. While you're doing that, Rob, can you pull up that chart? And I'm going to go to Nick on this one. If you can pull up the chart. So this is the chart. This is a very important chart, guys.
81%.
81. Can you tell them what this chart is, Nick, please?
Yeah, so this chart's showing the population of Somalis inside of Minnesota compared to native households. And you're having 81% of the Somali population is on welfare, and 54% on food stamps, and 73% on Medicaid. So it's not even, and I'll tell you why there's so many and why they're able to do this is, for instance, just take the daycares for example. So a Muslim man, he's able to have 4 wives. They go and work at these daycares. They don't actually get any tax. They don't get any, how do you say, like to get taxed? These people don't actually get taxed, or they don't actually file that they're working. So they're just getting paid cash, as you saw in the video. And so then when they go, to the office and whatnot, they're able to say, well, we need money because we're not working. And so you have 4, you could have up to 4 wives all collecting welfare for one marriage.
What a business model.
Yeah. And they're all living inside these communities. And so their money is just getting funneled around, literally billions of dollars is getting funneled around inside of these communities. And they're also collecting welfare on top of it. So they don't pay for their food. They're not paying for their housing because they're all on welfare. Meanwhile, they're getting cash because the money they get from CCAP, from these daycares, for instance, is all tax exempt. And just wait till I tell you guys about how they're moving millions of dollars to the airport and sending it back to Somalia.
Airport?
Yes. I had a whistleblower come on my new video that we're creating, and inside the Minneapolis airport, for years now, you can even see it, Fox News covered it in 2017, they have been funneling millions of dollars in cash through TSA.
Through TSA?
Through TSA.
I saw something about this. I'm trying to see if it's the same thing.
Yeah, I believe it probably is because they've literally receiving millions of dollars, and they just send it back over to Somalia, and they just have to get to Dubai, and they have to get to Dubai so they can then send off that money.
Yeah, here's a New York Post story, Rob. Minnesota multimillion-dollar daycare fraud reportedly stretches back to 2014, saw scammers leave U.S. with up to $1 million a pop in cash, okay? So this story, tens of millions of dollars in cash transported in luggage, started flying out of Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport around a decade ago, with a marked uptick beginning in 2016, with travelers departed with a total of $84 million and another $100 million the next year, Fox 9 reported in 2018. The troubling report has taken an explosive new significance since the feds alleged a mind-boggling up to $9 billion of fraud scheme in which supposed businesses such as daycares were taken away.
I'm Nick Shirley, and you guys can find me here on Minect. Go ahead and ask me any questions, whether it be about politics, about what I believe, or where I think the future of the country will be going, or just, quite frankly, anything. You can ask me here on Minect. I really appreciate all your support, and I can't wait to answer your questions.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.